I go return.
Return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Titan football. We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its past. 37.
If Von Miller's on that right side, it's the weaker side of my line, and then it's just commit to running the ball on this side.
Because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Option play on second down, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage. And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there. Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Excuse me. Okay.
On the counter, it's Henry.
Great start, boys.
Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run on first down. Young. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some room to maneuver, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A gain of 3, second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because it didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Rodgers now to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Goff hits this running back, P-Rod. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st down, it's gone. He gets this complete to Cephas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
From the red zone now, Goff. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
All right, so that's both of my edge
Well
rushers.
played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
You got ball first, we get ball at half. We're fine. Zone. I made him work for it. That's all that matters.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Into a sea of defenders unintercepted. Davis with a pick. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the first interception thrown for him there. And that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but his defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Young. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a carry for Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, gone. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one close, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
I got a couple like good comments and I got a couple of
score game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Young, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He hits Adams complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. From the 50, it's gone. This one taken in by Cephas. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of
looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
You got 4 minutes. We get 80 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
He's actually as much speed on his arm back there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Well, he ran around.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
I don't know how you get back.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Ballantyne to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll run on first down. Young. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Young, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Young. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. Both sides had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, his throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Should take it
on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Goff's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Samaje Perine, the intended target, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his foot just looked off on that throw.
I mean, you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now gone. Outright, this one goes to Patrick.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kingsley Keke. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On first down, Swift, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
75 completed areas.
They'll run with Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Behind the streets.
Extra point by Seibert, been good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You laughing at dude? Huh? No.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
I just want to go.
2nd down at 4.
This young bunch.
To throw, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
All you got to do is
and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now up to 14.
Fuck it, baby. I've been trying to beat this nigga for the 2nd season, but he beat me twice. He beat me 3 times last season. Twice in the season and once in the playoffs. When I beat his ass now, that's good.
Ain't nobody. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
I did that last year.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout.
And this is,
my I'm about to say, bro. He mad. Anytime nigga pause it, he mad. He mad like, oh, how did that happen?
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though.
You know how it happened to you playing me, bitch.
Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
To throw is Rodgers.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauded probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Throwing now, Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Young, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.
Finally got over this hurdle, man. Finally beat the goddamn Green Bay Packers. So now we done taken over control of the division. Humbled A-Rod. Humbled Devontae. That's what the fuck we talking about.
Got a spark and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
41 passes. On the third here. Alright, that's cheap, ladies. I think Alphonse is awesome. He's not in the field at all. It's still cheap. go, baby. Alright, nothing deep, nothing deep. Kid Park, you're going to 33 overall tight end. Cheese Man is taking me to town.
Got it, man. Cheese Man. Call him Cheese Man. Nah, man. Because this cat he playing against with the Orange team is like a professional YouTuber. Like the nigga got millions and hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube and shit. And he in the league, so he like one of the top cats. But his gameplay is questionable in terms of does he play realistic or does he play video game shit. And he really play video game shit, you feel what I'm saying? But he be mixing up enough regular shit to where you can't really complain about it. But yeah, he one of the top niggas, man. But Wemby doing this thing though. Wemby beating him right now, blowing him out 28-42. Take some pictures of the phone.
Big sack. Alright, love running back. Loves running back. Not with the running back.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Nickel, corner, whatever.
Killing them.